Thank you guys for tuning in to Maximo Outdoors, and we're at Arches National Park near Moab, Utah. Spectacular views, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you have any comments, just leave them down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can if you have questions about the area. So from the road, you can see this. This is called Balance Rock. It's just right off the side of the road, and this crow or raven was right there, so it made a pretty nice little backdrop with Balance Rock in the background and the raven up front. So we just stopped at Balanced Rock, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna go backwards. So we were gonna go all the way to the end of the park out by Devil's Garden, where Navajo Arch and Partition Arch, Landscape Arch, Double O Arch, Skyline Arch, Broken Arch were all located. We figured we would work backwards. So start from the back and start working back towards the front, hopefully beating the crowd. So this is the trailhead to Landscape Arch. It's only 1.8 miles to Landscape Arch. So this arch right here is actually Landscape Arch. It's one of the first arches you come up to when you park in the parking lot there by Devil's Garden. Absolutely gorgeous. This is what I was hoping for, having the snow cap on top of it. I think it just adds a little extra character to it, and I was really pleased by it. You can see on that Landscape Arch, it looks like a big section came off. And actually, according to the National Park Service, it says in 1991, on September 1st, that's when a big section of it came actually off that arch. So that's why it looks really sharp in the middle there. So once you continue on hiking past Landscape Arch and you want to go check out Navajo Arch or Double O Arch, you got to go through this path. And it's a little bit deceiving on this video just because of the wide angle. But if you continue on straight, this section right here that you see, it's actually really, really steep. On the way back, you'll see it, but you see those individuals right there off to the right climbing up it. My family wasn't too keen on hiking that, so we went off to the left and followed these other people. But it looks like we took the wrong path. We still made it to the section, but what you actually want to do from where that little bridge was, you want to take the path to the right, and you would go around it. And you can come around this way too, but it looks like the other side might have been a little bit easier. Just looking at these pictures just makes me want to be back again. I mean, it was just sunny, blue skies, the snow was nice and crisp. Couldn't ask for a better day. So this is where it gets interesting. You got Double O Arch over there. It's still about a mile. We didn't make it to that one because we only had the one day. We wanted to see the rest of the park. But we did go to Partition Arch and Navajo Arch. Now, Partition Arch, I've never heard of this arch. When I did all my research about Arches Park, nobody spoke about it. And it was actually my favorite arch of them all. I don't know if it was just a combination of the journey there, just how beautiful it was, hiking all the way up there and then seeing it. But you guys let me know. Write a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Partition Arch. Once we made it up to the top, there was a small gust of wind that just took that top layer of snow and flung it across my lens, and it looked like glitter everywhere. So no special effects there, just Mother Nature doing its thing. And this is it, Partition. Here you go, the money shot. This is a spectacular view of that valley. I love this arch. Looking through this arch and through the valley there, it kind of gives you a vibe of being in an airplane and looking out your little window as you're thousands of feet above everybody. It's a spectacular view, guys. So after Partition Arch, we made our way over to Navajo. And once again, guys, just gorgeous outside. Blue sky, sun, the snow was nice and crisp. The rocks in the background with this nice, beautiful white snow just made it such an amazing hike. And here we are at Navajo Arch. It's really nice. Like, you go through the arch and it feels like there's a whole entire room in here. Once you come across the arch, you're just protected by these rocks, or the walls just kind of encase you. So we're back at that icy bridge that we went around. Remember, we went to the left and followed those individuals, which wasn't the correct way, but we still managed to make it. And I'm told you guys to go to the right. But if you decide to take this on straight up, this is where we're coming down on it now. So my family had the courage to do it, and here we go. So here's my family. We're coming down that bridge. It's a little icy, obviously, being wintertime and the snow there. From each side, it doesn't matter which side you pick. I think it's about 15 to 20 foot drop. So you got to make sure you stay down the center. Clearly in the summertime when there's no snow and ice, probably a lot easier. But it's a little nerve-wracking. We saw a few people do it already, so we felt confident in doing it. We hiked quite a bit, so I had all the confidence in them, and they did it. This was another arch that I found to be underrated. This is Sand Dune Arch we're heading to. Like I said, for me, a lot of it's the journey. The arch itself isn't necessarily anything spectacular, but the setting that it's in and how you get there is one of the best ones in this park. what it would have been like to be one of the explorers that found all these arches. Just crazy how all these canyons or these walls surround you. This part was fun, this little narrow pathway here, and it's icy. And so I kind of bunker down to slide down it, and as I get up, boom, I fall down again. Just slippery. We just finished up Sand Dunes Arch. Strongly recommend it. Just a beautiful setting that it's in, and the little pathways are fun for the kids and for adults like myself. And just across there, along this flat field here, you can see off to the right you have Broken Arch. It's just over a mile, but it's just a flat, nice trail, easy for the kids to walk across, and you'll get there in no time. So this is the front of the arch as you come up to it. But once you go through the arch, I think the back side of it looks a lot nicer because you have the snow on top, you got the sun coming through the arch. It just sets up for a much nicer looking view, and you get to see the valley down below. So now we're at the window section. This is where we're going to see the north and south window and the turret. That is the turret right there. And as I start panning off to the left, you're only going to be able to see from this angle the north window. And that's where we're going to hike up to right now. As we're hiking up, that is the north window. A little bit later here, I'll have a better view so you can actually see the south one too, and both of them at the same time. And just a couple 100 yards down from the north window that we just looked at is the south window. And just come right up here on this platform, and there it is. And then as we turn around from looking at the south arch, we will run right into the turret arch, and that's where we're heading to now. And from the turret arch, you have a beautiful view of the north window and south window, both at the same time. So from the north window to the south window and then the turret arch, now we're heading to the double arch. This is all within like a mile of each other. It's just kind of like going in a circle. The one thing that can be said about the double arches is that it's massive. It's just so much rock, and these arches are huge. It's just an incredible sight to see. And we are just leaving the double arch, and there's a rock there that looks like an elephant. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Delicate Arch right here. I'm not gonna go too much into it because I made a separate video on it and what to expect, and especially if you wanna do the sunset, which I strongly recommend. There's another video I did on this one. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. Remember, hit subscribe, click on notifications to receive notifications when I upload new videos. And if you guys have any questions regarding this park, feel free to add it to the comments and I'll reply back to you guys. Thank you.